Normally, normal is nice, you know. The routines, the games, and the places I'd go, the mundane mutations that would quietly grow as I sip a soy cappuccino, and telling the barista, I thank you so. To the strange strangers we'd glance to, and the friendly friends we would hug, to the partners we so lovingly kissed, now wondering to ourselves how much more are we going to have to miss, because now there's no more smiles to strangers. It's 6 feet away fear, and paused relationships slowly losing routine with some, and quickly dipping into nostalgia parties of one. It's loud pigeons roaming the streets. It's blue skies with no blue eyes. It's thinking of missed birthdays and empty paydays. It's more runners and less rumors. It's spikes and emotions and numbness doses. It's missing the normalcy, confined in lazy days and Netflix realities. It's emptiness filling my lungs, and grief of what once was. It's seeing dogs in parks, or on sidewalks where they bark at cars, or the lack thereof. But they still bark while we walk on the side, making sure there's plenty of distance between you and I at all times. But at least they smile. So you smile back, because a smile is something that everyone lacks. It's that love you used to depend on. So you hold on to that smile as your daily dose of human affection, pretending that they are your friend whether you knew them or not, because now we all need to be friends, whether we like it or not. It's the yelling of small businesses, we are still open, they plead. Only for delivery, but please. We are still open, you see. And these businesses are turning into contactless deliveries, and you're using the contactless cards while you check out from afar, silently observing the loud silences between you and the Deliveroo guards. Too shy to say, hey, are you okay? As if language is tainted or riddled with bugs that crawl out through your mouth and bite down on your shrugs, and despite all this fear, I sit here, missing my days of Shakespeare, or Lipa bar beer, or every human that was in my ear, pondering as I feel the pressures of potential pastime, or lost time, or time not well spent, feeling like I'm racking up some sort of debt of days spent in bed, wishing and wanting to move and run, but don't forget, you only get one, a day. And some days you wish it would just rain, because then there'd be another reason to stay behind those window panes. Because now there's just so much sunshine, which feels like some sort of sign, and this warmth feels like some stranger's smile, and the vitamin D is the compassion you need to grow your lonely, lonesome seed. It's seeing the flowers bloom all of a sudden, and wondering what happened. How did spring come so soon? Or was it the isolation that kept you in bed until noon? As you miss the growth of the youthful, letting these days pass you by, being stuck in neutral, attempting to escape in dreams of your own design, wishing you'd wake up from this tea break of not time. It's seeing how much my heart has changed, being held up on hold. Me and my house, me and my own, me on my own, alone. Looking out my window and observing the cages on their windows and doors, as the rain just pours inside of you, hoping you just see someone, something, anything other than that screaming seagull sing. But you remind yourself that those crippling cages are to keep the bad far, far away. Or in. Or both. Like animals in zoos trapped in cages with nothing to lose, praying and pleading to go back to how it all once was. How will we ever go back to how it once was? But hey, maybe there's no normal to return to. Maybe normal wasn't even that normal before. Maybe someone decided to give us a Noah's Ark situation, but without Noah and without the Ark, and the flood is this virus, flushing hospitals and homes dry, while the rest of us healthy ones are wondering why. Wishing to reanimate this uncolored world, while birds are trying to sing that springtime song, hoping that someone, anyone, will sing along. Because it's been too long since we've heard that song. And the birds and the bees are hoping summer will come fast, to make this all end at last. Or maybe that's us. And the birds and the bees aren't actually fussed. Maybe it's us who needed to wake up and see that this was we. And the change that we so desperately wanted to see was something we've always been able to achieve.